In this tutorial, we are going to understand the Bootstrap typography. Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. In this tutorial, we are going to understand the different typography used in Bootstrap. Now, if we just get back to our custom.css, we can see over here that we have created some additional classes in this respect, and we are practically using this banner 7 and banner 8 currently. And in this index.html, we have created another container and we have used a banner 7 along with this container. As we can see here, the banner 7, it has the property of this one. This is the background color, and it is using practically a margin top of 20 pixels. Now we have created all those things as we have done previously. The row, the class name being used here is callLG12. That means we are consuming all those 12 grids, and inside this class name we have created banner 8 class name, and inside this we have created this header tags such as h1, h2, h3, h4, h5 and h6. Now everything has been done over here. This is the thing that has been done over here so far. Now just press Ctrl S and get back to our project and reload it, and this is the output so far that we have created. If we get back to our project in index.html, and all we are doing here, we are just removing these two links, and let's see what is the output. So if we now just get back to our project and reload, now we can see the original HTML display of all those header tags. So actually this is the beauty of Bootstrap, and this is practically the customization that we have done so far in our custom.css, and together when they are working, they are practically producing this class over here. Now the problem is all these header tags are practically the blocked elements. So the first thing is, if we want to use these things horizontally, that means all these contents, they will be coming side by side. So what is the thing that could have been done over here? So this is why we need to get back to our project, and here we are practically using and just change these values to h1, h2 will be here, h3 will be used over here, h4 will be used over here. Now just press Ctrl S, get back to your project and reload. And now you can see that h1, h2, h3 and h4, they are practically inline, they are practically horizontal. That means if we use span and if we provide a class name of h1 to h3 to h4, whatever, if you want to put these remaining two header tags in the same line, if you want to appear them in line, then all you have to do, you have to provide here. And if you just press Ctrl S, get back to your project and reload, now you can see that everything is now in line. Those blocked elements, these header tags, those were supposed to be a blocked element, those are now coming in line, all in the same line. Okay, so this thing has been understood over here. The first thing that we are going to do, we are going to undo every changes that we have made so far. Just reload and you can see that the previous state has been restored. Now if we want to determine what kind of font family it is practically using over here and what about the default values that is being imposed over here, we have a very important and a very significant tool here in Mozilla Firefox that will help us in this purpose, and that is known as the Firebug tool. This is practically the Firebug tool. If you just click on it, you can see that another dialog box has been opened over here, and from here you may choose a particular element over here to inspect the coding behind it and what kind of class names, what kind of attributes have been provided to it. So this is a very important tool. It is known as the Firebug, and in case if you want to install Firebug as an extension, then all you need to do, you need to go to this settings here. This is the add-ons, and inside these add-ons, all you need to do, this is the extensions that you will be needing here, and here all you have to do, you need to look for it, Firebug, and here you may see that here are the lists of these elements related to Firebug. As Firebug has been previously installed into my machine, so it is not showing over here. But in case of yours, if you haven't installed Firebug yet, then it will be shown in this list, and all you have to do, you have to click on the install button just, and everything will be coming down to your bar on the right corner of your web page. So this is the Firebug, and with this Firebug you may just click on this arrow sign over here which says that pick an element from the page, and all you need to do, you need to click on a particular element to inspect the properties that is being used over there. Now this is the thing that has been developed, h1 hello world, and in the right corner, if you just sneak into these things, you can see that these are the classes and these are the properties that those are being imposed over here. So all you need to do, you need to inspect those properties. As we can see, we have selected h1, and h1 being used here, this is the font size that has been used here. This is the default values that is being used by Bootstrap. Now font size is 36 pixels. If you just mute it, then what will happen, you see here that hello world, this word is now getting shrink, this word is now reduced in its size, it is getting back, it is getting restored again. Now margin top is provided here 20 pixels. So all you need to do, if you just get back here and place 0 pixels, and you can see that the margin that was provided here is now diminished. It is now gone practically, as you have provided a margin top of 0 pixels here. So this is how you may rectify all those things. You may just see the effects, what will be the outcome if you provide a particular property or attribute to a particular element, or you may change the values over there. You may see the effects caused due to this change in valuation. So this is a first hand preview of all the changes that you are going to make in your website. So this is a great tool to determine this kind of effects, and in case if you are done with your experiments with your web page, and now if you want to restore your web page as it was in the previous case, all you need to do, you need to reload it over here. Just get back to your reload current page, and you will be seeing that the original or default values are restored again. Now suppose that we are going to use a lighter text over here. As we may see that here will be a lighter text. We are just writing something else. Suppose hello world, how are you today? Now if we just press Ctrl S and get back to our project and reload, now we can see that this is the same exact thing that is being displayed over here. We are practically intending to make a lighter text and a smaller in size that will be inline display with this hello world thing. So all we need to do, we need to get back to our project, and here we will be using this term which is known as small. Now if we just press Ctrl S and get back to our project and reload, now we can see that hello world is a prominent word, beside which we can see that there is a lighter and a smaller version of this h1 extension. So what we did here, we have just used a small tag. This is the thing that is making all the differences here in this particular case. In the same manner, if you put here underlined, get back to your project and reload, now you can see that this is an underlined version. If you just put here strong, press Ctrl S, get back to your project and reload, now you can see that this is a bold version that has been produced, which is in line with this h1 tag. Place del over here, what it creates, you see. Now place italic, and you can see there is an italic version. So all these things, those things are practically alike. All you have to do just use these things over here and see what is happening. This type of class names, those are making all those changes. Everything is practically defined over here. So all you need to do, you need to learn more about this. You need to implement these classes into your project. Now let's talk about some paragraphs. The first paragraph that is used over here, for sale. is this one. Now all we are doing, we are copying something from here and we are just copying it and pasting it. Now if we just press Ctrl S and get back to our project and reload, now we can see that a paragraph has been generated. So this time we are going to observe what kind of properties are being attributed over here. So we are activating Firebug again and we are selecting this arrow and we are selecting this paragraph element, and we can see here that for the paragraph elements the margin provided here is 0010 pixels, and the font family being used over here is Helvetica, the font size being 14 pixels, and the color being this one. This is practically the color here. So if you want to change this color, all you need to do, for say we are intending to have a white color over here, so we are providing a white color, and what we see that now everything inside this particular container, it is turning into a white color. In case if you want to make some changes, practically customization will be coming to the later parts, but the first thing all we need to do here, we need to know about this Bootstrap framework. The objective of this tutorial is to make you understand about the framework itself. We are practically knowing the framework over here, and that is why we are learning the framework first, and in the later tutorials when we will be customizing, when we will be creating our own templates with Bootstrap, then we will definitely know how to make some customization using that custom.css that has been produced by us into our project root folder and using this Firebug element. So all we need to do now, for the time being, we are just using the default values that is being used in our Bootstrap. In the second case, we are using another paragraph element. Now just press Ctrl S, get back to your project and reload, and now you can see that using that particular class with this paragraph lead, we can see here that it's been practically a little bit of bigger in size. Now just get back to Firebug and use this arrow, click here, and you'll see that lead element, it has a font size of 21 pixels. For the time being, let's assume that we want a justified text alignment over here. So where we should provide it? That is why we should get back to our project, and here in the rightmost corner just use text align, and you may see here that the justified text alignment is now being attributed over here. So that's it for today's tutorial. Hope you have liked our tutorial. If you have liked our tutorial, then please do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then, bye.